Alright guys, so I'm going to be taking my client from 0 to 100 now. So let's start off with the BH Cosmetics Brow Powder Palette. They actually sent this over to me and I actually really loved it, so I did put it into my kit because it's one little palette for all my clients that I can use. And it's really good. You guys will see, I really do love this brow product. Sometimes if I go in with a pomade, sometimes it's just too harsh for some of my clients. And so that's why I do like to start out with brow powder first, and then if I do need to intensify, I'll go in with a little bit of pomade. So then after that, I'm going to be going in with my RCMA palette. I really love this palette, guys. If you guys can get your hands on it, if you're a makeup artist, and even if you're not a makeup artist, but you know you would use all of those shades to highlight, contour, warm up the face, they are really amazing. So I'm just using that lighter shade of foundation to really carve out her eyebrows and make them really defined. So I'm using a flat Morphe brush for that as well. And then I'll just go in and start blending all of that product out, just so that way it just doesn't look too harsh. And then now we're going to be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and we're going to be priming the eyelids. I'm using a damp sponge for this. I love this sponge, guys. I told you guys that it's a really good sponge. It is from Morphe. And I'm just going to be blending that onto the eyes and using that as an eyeshadow base. I've been really liking this lately. And then going in with that Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. I think this is the Natural Eye Matte palette. This is the one that they just sent me. So I do use this on my clients because it is amazing, guys. So I'm just using that bone white shade to really set that base. And then I'll go in with that transition color and really just warm up the eye with it. And then going in with that darker reddish brown color and putting that onto the outer corner. And then that's where I wanted to keep the most intensity, was the outer corner. And then once I start blending into the crease, I'm going to be blending it upwards. I think we're going to be ending up going in with like a half cut crease situation. This is just a really beautiful eye. I really love this, and she was going to a quinceañera today, so that's why I was doing this kind of a look. And then I'm going to be going in with that Tarte Shape Tape. I put some on the back of my hand, and on a really small detailing brush, I'm going to go ahead and start carving out her eyelid. This footage is sped up really fast, but I am taking my time just because it is a cut crease and, you know, detail is important. Then I'm going in with the Stila Magnificent Metal on her eyelid. And then I want to mesh those two together. So I'm taking a little bit more of that dark brown color and going in on the outer corner and dragging it and blending it into the Stila Magnificent Metal, just so that way it looks really nice and blended. Then we're going to be going in with some liquid liner. We're not going to do any wing or anything. I really want to make her eyes look a lot larger than they are. So that's why we are going in with the cut crease. And I just really want her to have like those doll-like eyes. So I'm just measuring, damn those scissors. But I'm just measuring her eye, and then we're going to cut off any excess that we do not need off the eyelash. And the eyelash that we're using is, I think, in the style Vegas. And this, I'm just using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara just to apply a little bit to her actual eyelashes, because I want them to blend in with the fake ones. And these ones are 3D, guys. And they are in the style Vegas, I believe. And then you want to just push them up, and look how really nice her eyes look when she opens. It's just very doll-like and a lot larger. So they are from, I'll have the link down below, guys. But anyway, so now I'm gonna be going in with some foundation. I already prepped her skin with my what is it called? The one I use, the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, guys. And I moisturize her face with a little bit of Cetaphil. And look, you guys, like, it's beautiful. Like, look at that coverage, though. It is like really beautiful. And you guys just want to make sure you guys just really blend into the neck area. Really swipe it down, guys, because sometimes these girls be looking like a mask and you don't want that. So just really blend and blend and blend. And I always keep a little bit of foundation onto the forehead unless the client really needs that coverage. Just because the forehead always ends up looking cakey no matter what. Sometimes if you go in with a lot of product, that's what will happen. So I'm taking a little bit more of that tart shape tape. I turned down my lighting, so that's why it's a little change. It looks more realistic right here. So I'm just taking my tart shape tape, like I said, in the shade light medium, and I'm going down the bridge of her nose, under her eyes, everywhere we want to bring forward, guys. And then we're going to go in with that same damp sponge and just blend out and blend out. And you want to make sure that your client or whoever's doing whoever you're doing their makeup, you want to make sure that they're looking up when you guys set, just so that way you guys do not set those creases, and it will just look very seamless, guys. I actually like my client's nose, like it's really nice and straight. But look how flawless her face looks, guys. And then now I'm taking some translucent powder, and I'm just going to be setting the nose, all the other areas that we didn't bake under. I really love the baking method, guys. It looks really good, but sometimes when you leave it there for too long, it will look dry and alligator-y, you know, like kind of like alligator skin, and I don't like that. So right away I go ahead and start dusting it off. I just like what baking does for the under eye. It looks very smooth, so that's why I just swiped it off right away. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Contour and Highlight Palette. I'm taking the shade Havana, and I'm going to be sculpting out her cheeks. As you guys can see, her cheeks are already popping, and she has really nice cheekbones already, but this will enhance it and make the cheekbones look even more cut than they are. And this shade is like a really pretty shade for that as well. So I'm taking a little bit of that dark shadow that we use into the crease and really swiping it underneath her lower lash line. I just wanted to give a little bit of that smoky dramaness, and I'm going to be setting her face with my Mario Badescu Cucumber setting spray, just so that way all those powders really sit. And then I'm going to be going in with Anastasia That Glow palette on top for highlighter. I really love this palette, guys, and I really like to use the highlighters right after I go in with some setting spray. It just really intensifies them, and it actually lets the product not only sit onto the skin, but it actually latches and has something to hold on to when you actually put on a spray. Because since you already had baked underneath your eye, you're just putting powder on top of powder, and throughout the day it just comes off. So that's why I do like to use that baking method with the setting spray, so that way the highlighter actually melts into the skin. So now that it looks a little bit harsh, I'm going a little bit in with more bronzer and going around the highlighted area, so that way it does not look really unblended and you don't want a harsh line. So for the last step, we're going to be going ahead and putting on the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lip in the shade Gorge. It's a really nice wine burgundy color. I really love this, and my client's dress was burgundy, so she wanted a burgundy lip, so that's what I'm giving her. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it for this tutorial slash client makeup. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys are not subscribed, you guys need to hit that damn subscribe button right now and that notification bell, so that way you guys always get notified when I do post. I will have another video, client slash makeup video, very soon. I love you guys so much, and please subscribe, and see you guys in my next